Hi guys, hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mandeepa, and today I'm going to be talking about why I stopped sending money home. So yeah, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this.
It's the way it is. Feeling insecure, it's just the way it is. We don't ever have to, it's just the way it is. You don't know nobody, explanations, please.
I have been in Canada for roughly 7 years. Yes, give or take. 7 years, and it's been an interesting journey, that's for sure. At first, it was all about everybody back home because I knew how our life was, how my life was before I came here. So I wanted to help in as much as I could, even when I was a student. And I did that quite a bit. Obviously, my parents have got other people who support them. My parents had other people support them that are not me only. And that is that other person's story to tell. But mine is just how I've come to realize that I needed the help more than they do. And of course, people don't see that, especially when they're just used to taking and taking and taking. And of course, it ends up exhausting the the giver, right? Because you're giving every day, you're giving your heart, your soul, and man, it's exhausting on a deeper level because one, you're giving without anybody really checking up on you. Emotionally, it takes away from you because you're just like pouring and pouring so much into other people. Two, it starts, if it emotionally wears you down, trust me, it will get your mental health and it will get your physical health. So the consistencies of me getting these small flus was crazy. Because I'm not someone who has got a weak immune system. Of course, I do hang around compromised individuals in terms of immune system wise, children, elders, and all that. But man, it really started to grind on me as a person, and as I realized that my peers don't have the same dynamic with their family back home that I do, because a lot of these families that my peers come from, wealthy families that actually send them money from home, which, man, it does take a toll on you. But regardless of that, it's not like my people in Zimbabwe are suffering. No, not like that. They have shelter, they have food, they have all their basic needs met, which sometimes I don't have my basic needs met before I send them some finances, right? And it's a question that I consistently ask myself: am I going to be okay without my basic needs met when I'm trying to meet somebody else's wants? Because they don't, to be honest, they don't need the money. They just wanted to buy luxury items because they think I've suddenly become a well of money since I'm in Canada. So, yeah, it has been going on for a while. And then this year, finally, I said to myself, I'm going to stop. But other events, because this is a very, a demarcation, you have to put that boundary right there and then. Because if you don't, people will keep asking, right? And people have been asking for so long. And now this year, they're like, why are you not talking to us? Why are you not replying? I was a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest, emotionally just done, because I too need a provider, clearly. So yeah, that's basically why I've stopped sending money home, and nobody's a baby there anymore. I don't, and if there are any new kiddos, I don't know them. I haven't talked to them. They don't even talk to me. But you know, on somebody's birthday, somebody's like, "Oh, Auntie Mandy, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me?" I'm happy to do things for people, just as long as my basic needs are met. But sometimes people don't understand that those basic needs are not met, and I am not a money tree, because I'm giving a leg and an arm for somebody else who would not do the same for me if they came into a position to try and help me. Last year I had a little crisis it was very unlikely that people were going to help me. But they worried with me. They could have done things that I do here to give them that safety, to give me that safety that I usually do to give them. Sometimes, if push comes to shove, I take something and I sell it so that I can give these people money. But I don't think they'll sell anything to give me money. You know what I mean? So that balance of give and take, of course, relationships are not conditional in that sense, but I believe that families are supposed to stick together through thick and thin if they can and if they will. But if the other side that is always receiving is never going to do the same for me, then maybe the reciprocity is not working. I love my family. I love my family so much. But I guess it's time where when we just put that boundary. I love the individualistic culture here in Canada that is presses on ideas of take care of yourself, unless if you really cannot take care of yourself. Because most of these people that I'm sending money to can work and they do have jobs and they do have incomes that are suitable for the environment that they are in. I do have an income, however, but also as an entrepreneur and as someone who's young, there's so many things that I need met, so many wants, so many needs that I need met that never really do get met. Sometimes it gets to the point where I'm scathing and hunting and gathering for the smallest of things, and people are like, what do you mean you don't have A, B, C, and D for yourself? And I'm like, because I just send money home. Well, I never really used to say it because I just send money home, because I felt obligated, and I do still feel in debt to everybody at home. So it's complex, but I think a boundary is a boundary, and this time is observed for my well-being, my mental health, and their growth as well, and their realization that, hey, we didn't send a cash cow to Canada. We sent someone just like us, and she deserves to, be seen through the lens of a human being who's transitioning through life, a young adult who's transitioning through life. And this is not only with my family. I've also noticed that some of my friends have also become a little bit entitled to my time, money, and resources. And I'm like, man, how did it get to this? If someone doesn't have, they don't have. If someone has, they will give you. But this level of entitlement, I don't want to sound bougie or all that jazz, because all my life I've been taken through by someone else's finances, and I'm very grateful to my sister who saw me worthy of financial help, even emotional help. She's the only person who usually came to visit me here in Canada. I haven't really visited home on account that I'm sending money there. So I never have money to visit because I'm already sending quite a bit of money. So it's complex. And families, of course, are different. People do what works for them. Yes, I'm still trying to find that balance, that dance between giving and receiving. But this one, I'm gonna put it in a hiatus. Like, giving money, sending money home, it's going to stop for a while until I figure out that dance or that balance. You know what I mean? You might not know what I mean, but it's better said, and since getting into therapy, I have really, really been seeing the importance of boundaries. Sometimes I crash, like I really run out of energy to the point that I sleep for days on end. And just talking to someone who cares, who listens, and even though yes, therapy is a paid form, I wish the people I was sending money did listen to that extent. I don't expect them to listen like therapists, but I do expect them to listen like people who care for my mental health. Because sometimes you do send someone money and it's okay, thank you, bye, and then they hang out, and before you know it, they hang up, sorry, and before you know it, you're left alone, sitting in your sadness, and you have sold something that was important to you to send them money, or you have sent half of your paycheck to them, and now you're struggling to meet your basic needs. I don't think it should be like that. That dance of giving and receiving should never be like that. And I guess, despite going on this rambling adventure with you guys, expressing that I miss home, yes, but I don't have the means to provide and to go there to see them. So maybe I should save up now so that I can go see them too. And then expressing that this needs to be a boundary that needs to be enforced in the now and in the near future, because if I don't enforce it now, I might never save up for the big things that I want, that I need to, because who knows, I have to buy property at some point, right? I have to buy things that help me leave a legacy for these people that I'm giving money to as well, because giving them money is a short-term gratification, but buying a property and then maybe investing in others too is a long-term investment that they might not see right now, but they really need it in the future. So I've really stopped sending money home, yes, but I'm still doing things that are good for all of us. I hope that's understandable. I hope that doesn't sound harsh or mean, and I hope you stay in the same gratitude that I'm staying in, because I guess gratitude enforces us to receive more. It allows us to receive more, sorry, in a sense. So I'm grateful that I've had this time to think about stuff. I've watched other videos of other people as well who it's sort of like a movement actually. People are like, oh, stop sending money home because we're trying to, win ourselves from, the whole situation of paycheck to paycheck and all that jazz. But other than that, I am okay. I know I'm loved by the people back home. They just see things differently than I do, and that's okay. I'm also trying to make time to be at home to sit, because if I don't do that, I run into exhaustion and I'm too sick to work. And because I've overworked myself, sometimes I can even work 40 hours in 3 days. So all those things, just slowing down, just living in a calm space, trying to realize that my mental health, emotional health, and my physical health is also as important as it is to send money back home. But until things have changed, or until the next episode, thank you guys for listening. I hope you have some advice, logical advice that you would put into the comment section. But other than that, love and light. Can't wait to see you on the next episode. Mwah!